somebody's got to come along to help make this better. I just thought, okay, there will be this Prince Charming, and I'll get married, and he'll have it all figured out, and together we'll just be rich. I really thought we'd get married and be rich. Anybody else ever think that way? My sweet friend in the back, she just closed her eyes and just nodded her head like we don't even have to talk anymore about it. You can relate. I really thought that we would be rich, and quickly realized that is not going to happen. My husband is the youngest of 3. Everything he got was passed down to him. So here's the oldest of 5. I have this real saver mentality because I don't want the lights to get shut off again. And I'm married to this guy who's the youngest of 3 who just wants to spend it, just spend it. Do you think we butt heads a little bit in our house? We do. What messages have you been given? What's your mindset around money? What's your financial upbringing, your financial handling or thinking around money? Where does that come from? And I say that, and I'm taking time here because if there are goals and objectives that you have, and retirement's a big one for everybody in this room, those are goals that you have, and it's important to you that you achieve those goals. If there are maybe roadblocks or hindrances or mindsets that you've hung on to that are there for whatever reason, it could be difficult or a challenge for you to really address those, to maybe make some behavioral changes. So it's important to consider, what's that financial upbringing? What's that financial mindset? Where did it come from? So here's where the rubber meets the road. After we got married and I realized, this is a mess. This is a hot mess. He's got his bills and his information, and he's not sharing or telling. It's like playing cards, and you got your hand, and you're not showing anybody. That's how it was. And he had his stuff. I had mine over here. I wasn't showing. We had this strategy. We were going to just divide and conquer, and it just wasn't working. And can I survive a short-term emergency? Katrina, Rita, Exxon, Enron. My husband was laid off twice in a 6-year period of time. Took 10 months to get another job. Can I survive a pink slip? I mean, so just replace short-term emergency with whatever the situation might be. Can I survive the roof having some damage? Can I survive an accident in the car? Wasn't my fault, or it was, but I need to pay the deductible. Here's the bottom line. The rules are different for ladies. Really is. I wish I could stand here and say, no, that's not the case. We can maybe kind of skate through. We don't have to worry. But we do need to be aware of some key points. We have historically earned less. Even recent census data says. And you tell me, for every 75 cents that we make, how much are guys making? $1, exactly. So there's a gap. And someone might be saying it's only 25 cents, no big deal. And I would say when you compound that over time, it is a big deal. More of us are working, and that's great, yet 9 out of 10 women in the United States are making about $45,000 a year. Women have more financial responsibilities. We're the ones who are shouldering, working inside the home, outside the home, raising the family. And then there's another important dynamic, interrupted work histories. Now, when I say that, what comes to mind for you? Interrupted work histories. Yes, taking time off to raise children and such, and I've done that a couple of times. Let me give you 2 interesting numbers. Men, on average, take about 16 months off to raise children, care for family members. Compare that to women, 11 and a half years that we take off, on average, to care for children and family members. So when you factor in lower income levels with greater interrupted work histories, there's a greater challenge for us in terms of achieving the goals we have. We live longer than men as well. Could be anywhere from 6 to 8 years longer. The average age of widowhood is 56. So the likelihood is that we will be the sole financial decision maker in our homes. And so it's so vital that we are aware of our financial needs and responsibilities and that we make plans to face them and address them. So let's say I brought $600 for everybody tonight. Somebody sat up. Yes, great. $600. Here's the deal, though. You need to invest in one of my market options. Market A, it is a strong upward trending market. And you can tell because we start off at $10 a share, we go up to $12, $14. By the 6th month, we're at $20 per share. Pretty exciting stuff. The second option is what I'll describe as a swing market. We start off at $10 a share, we drop, and then finally get back up to our original share price. And then the last option, a bear market. Bear, sustained downturn in the market. We start at $10, we drop. In the fourth month, we're at $1 per share. We hold, and then we come back just to a $4 per share price. So by show of hands, how many of you would like to invest your 100 a month in option A? Let me just see your hands. A few people. Okay, great. Okay, lots of hands. How many of you would go for option B, the swing market? How many would go for the swing market? I love it. There's a lady going, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. It's cute. No, I'm picking on you. Okay, great. How many would go for the last option, the bear market? Sustained downturn in the market. A few hands here. Okay. Let me ask this. How many of you wouldn't have raised your hands no matter what I asked you? She goes, me, I'm not playing. I want the dessert, the soda, let's go. Yeah. Okay. I'm being silly, but here's a real learning opportunity. Tell me why one option made more money than the others. Bought shares. I heard it over there. Bought lots of shares. That's the correct response, ladies. You'll notice here in option C, we made more money. Each option made a lot, but option C made more. And here's why. We bought shares on sale. And I say this and it sounds so silly, but it's like buying tuna fish when it's on sale. My husband is at home a lot with our daughter, and he can get tuna fish open and prepared without burning anything down. And so I like to come home to a home when it's on sale, when tuna fish, Star-Kiss, packed in spring water is even reduced 5 cents a can. What do you think Charlotte does? I buy up, I stock up. And that's what it's like with your investments. You're putting money in on a regular basis. What I'm simply being silly about here is dollar cost averaging, systematic investing. If you are putting money aside in your 401k, your 403b, it's the same thing. But if you're not doing that, or you have extra money, and you could be doing this even if you're retired. I don't want any retired ladies saying, it doesn't apply to me. If you're taking required minimum distributions from your IRA, could you be putting those into the market and participating there? I would say yes.